Well, it's the May long weekend. Yippee! I guess the May long weekend is always a great weekend because the weather gets better. Like, not perfect. And I know there's some people worried there's actually some forest fires going already, like in May. What's going on? Anyhow, it's great. The start of summer is always great. It's great in Canada. We're like Canadians in a way are like Russians. The weather's so bad for so long. When the summer finally gets here, we just feel happy. What can I tell you? All right. This is a very special YouTube just for mortgage brokers and agents. So if you're not a mortgage broker or mortgage agent, you may want to just take a pass because it's really specific. But I think it's really important that I do this. So I got a special message for all the mortgage brokers and the mortgage agents in this country. You need to understand what's going to happen if your mortgage brokerage becomes bankrupt. In other words, if the company that you're affiliated with as a mortgage brokerage goes into receivership. Now, I know people are shaking their heads saying, well, that's crazy, Ron. I mean, these are great companies. I mean, some of them are really huge. I mean, like, why are you even talking about it? Well, to a certain extent, that is absolutely true. Some of these companies are very well established, very well capitalized, very well operated, very well managed. Some of them are part of networks, big networks like DLC and Verico, like that company. M3, great company. Sorry, Luke. M3, DLC. And these huge companies, I am sure that if one of their individual brokerage franchises got into trouble, financial trouble, that they would find some way to work it out for the agents and brokers. I'm sure that, big companies, there's great big companies like TMG, which I don't think anybody should worry about at all. I think they're completely solidly operated and they're nothing to worry about. But there are lots of independent mortgage brokerages. There's lots of companies that they may even work across Canada, but they are not long established. They're not heavily managed and not part of big networks. Again, I believe the protection of the network, it's not necessarily perfect, but it's not bad. I think the network wants to make sure that the individual agents and brokers are protected if a mortgage brokerage franchise goes bust. But what I have to tell everybody who is not in those categories, who is working for an independent or is working for small national brokerage, you have to think about this. It's important. It's important for your financial well-being because many of you don't understand what would happen if your mortgage brokerage went into receivership. Again, smaller independent groups, not affiliated. So, and again, some of those are brilliantly run. Some of these companies are solid as rocks and there's not going to be anything go wrong. But a few of them, what can I say? They are who they are. So if a mortgage brokerage goes into receivership and you are still a part of the mortgage brokerage, you're an agent or a broker affiliated with that, you're licensed with that mortgage brokerage, registered with that mortgage brokerage at the time of receivership, chances are you're not going to get a penny of your commissions. That's the highest chance. Let me explain. Let's say imagine a mortgage brokerage goes into receivership on August 1st, and you've got deals closing all through August 8th, all through August 15th, and right all the way through the month of August. Now, once you've been notified, that the brokerage is in receivership, you think, oh my God, I mean, my license I can't even work anymore because my license is only associated with the broker license, the brokerage license. That's it. Like every mortgage agent and broker in Ontario works only as a function of their mortgage brokerage being licensed. So when that mortgage brokerage goes into receivership, they need to find a new brokerage immediately. And that normally takes a week or 2 or 3 or 4 till it's all totally settled out. Now, during that period of time, the receiver for that, the court-appointed receiver, the trustee for that mortgage brokerage is telling all the lenders who have commissions ready to go to that defunct brokerage, hey, keep sending them, because we signed a contract with you as a lender. You said that we dutifully sent you the business. The business has funded, and you need to pay us the commission. Just because we're in receivership doesn't mean you don't owe us an obligation. The lender can decide what they want to do. That's up to them. But in some cases, the money is just going to go because the lender accepts the fact there's a contract in place between the defunct mortgage brokerage and them, that the agent's really meaningless. That's what we should all understand. For agents and brokers in all the provinces of Canada, the relationship of the lender is with the brokerage. It's not with you. You might think it's with you. You are wrong. It is only with the brokerage. So probably the lender will stop paying at some point, but for the first couple of weeks, they're probably going to pay. And the money is just going to flow over there. By the way, we haven't even talked about the idea that the mortgage brokerage who's going broke, before they filed for receivership, they stopped sending you your commission splits anyway. Like, the usual, hey, my pay didn't come in this week. Oh, no problem. It's just a computer glitch. Don't worry. And that could go on for 2 weeks, and you're starting to get worried, and then all of a sudden the receivership hits. They've already got 2 weeks worth of your commissions. Now, you might say to yourself, okay, but the commissions are really owed to me. I'm going to get them, right? Answer is no. Answer is you probably are not going to get a penny. Like, the receiver is going to say, well, first of all, I got to get paid. Second of all, somehow all the money's gone. The ownership of the brokerage has somehow said that they owed some people, and those guys got paid. So there's no money in the brokerage, and we got some money coming in, but then we got to get paid. The receiver, the lawyers, all the administration side of that money, we're going to take. So I don't know if you may never get a penny. We'll see in a year. I'm not kidding. Like, I know about this shit. Okay. So what are you going to do? You're going to say, well, I'm going to run over to the bank who did the deal, or I'm going to run over to the lender who did the deal. And I'm going to say, well, don't pay them, pay me. Well, wait a second. First of all, they may already have paid. Second of all, they don't actually have a contract with you. You need to join the other brokerage, be in good standing with the new brokerage, and maybe if it hadn't closed yet, you can get it redirected. But there's going to be an interim period of 2 or 3 or 4 weeks where who knows? And you can't force the lenders. You can't call up the lender and say, oh, don't pay XYZ brokerage who went in receivership. Just leave the money there and I'm going to get to a new brokerage. I mean, you are not part of their contract. Yes, you signed a bunch of forms to say you were part of the brokerage and you will abide by the rules of the lender, but there's actually no commission agreement between the lender and you. None. It's with the brokerage. So what's the answer for all this? The answer for all this is to watch your brokerage carefully, study what's going on. If you see things that worry you, guess what? The broker's going to say, don't worry. Yeah, every single time, right up until the day they go into receivership, they're going to tell you, don't worry, until you're doomed and you're screwed and you're out of your money. So the right approach is, if you see something you don't like, change brokerages right fucking away. All right? Like soon, like now, like if you're worried, leave that brokerage that's worrying you and get to a new brokerage now. I assure you, if you wait till they go into receivership, you're going to lose a bunch of money. Guaranteed.